Thanks, Hingers.
Yes, welcome to the team.
Life is strange.
Isn't it, though?
Well, yes, but it's also an episodic graphic adventure about a shy, nerdy girl who likes taking pictures. That is, until one day she discovers she has an incredible power.
Can I actually reverse time?
Go, Victoria. Why Arbus?
I did it.
Can you give me
I
an
actually
example of
did
a
it.
photographer who perfectly...
Episode 1 is set within the social gladiator arena that is an American high school. Snap-happy student Max is really only interested in one thing, keeping her head down and getting through her photography course. But once she discovers she has the ability to affect change in the events around her, she decides to take action.
There's only one way around this. I just want to get Victoria the hell out of the way.
No way! No
You
way!
okay, Victoria?
The game plays out in a similar vein to Telltale's graphic adventure games. You'll be involved in conversations and make certain choices that affect how characters react and have an impact on the greater narrative.
But of course, the rewind mechanic throws quite a spanner in everything we've come to expect from traditional narrative games. Because making a choice and living with the consequence of that action is what most of these games hinge on.
Now that's what I'm talking about. I actually helped somebody.
So I was a little confused as to how this would work.
I think they've been really clever about it.
I'm not 100% sold on it, but go on.
Well, generally the way it works in narrative games is you make a choice based on what you think will be the lesser of two evils. But no matter what you choose, there's always going to be a negative outcome for someone regardless. Allowing you to see one option play out and then rewind and choose the other one doesn't necessarily mean that you're able to make the better choice every time. Just a decision that will have a different chain of effect. I liked it.
It's certainly different, but I can't help but feel there were so many moments that give you an easy out. Like if you leave evidence that you've rifled through someone's belongings, you get that this action will have consequences pop up, so you can just rewind time and undo it.
Yeah, but you don't actually know that those consequences will necessarily be bad. By undoing that action, you could cheat yourself out of some positive outcome from it. But you can never be sure. It's all sliding doors, man.
Yeah, I guess. Some of those actions are really obvious when they're going to create an impact, but then there's some weird ones too.
You talking about the plant?
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten you, little Lisa.
I'm excited to see how watering that plant will dramatically affect Max's future. Like, I'm genuinely curious. How good is all the snooping, though?
Yeah.
This must be Chloe's parents' room. Man, I am nosy today.
I love a good snoop game, and this really is a game of just going through people's stuff.
And a lot of the time that stuff is optional and not part of the puzzle solving.
Dog tags. Sweet.
But you get a much richer narrative picture when you take the time to hunt down all those little details hidden in every desk drawer or trash can.
Who'd have thought Chloe wouldn't pay her parking tickets?
What do you think of the story so far?
I really like it. I think the devs have taken the time to build a story set within this high school environment that feels natural and current.
Yeah, I agree. The interactions feel real, particularly in the dialogue.
Not everything changes. Except my camera has officially taken a shit.
My step-douche has a boatload of tools. Maybe you can fix it at my place.
I need very specific tiny tools.
Nerd alert. My stepdad has a fully stocked garage, and he actually is a tiny tool. Welcome home, Max.
Oh no, I wasn't so into the dialogue.
Really? I mean, teen slang is hard to nail, but I think they did a good job.
Some of it's okay, but quite a lot of it is cringeworthy. Plus, no kid that says, "my camera just took a shit," will then go on to say, "oh my lord," when something goes wrong.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, okay. The general themes and ideas explored through the game's story are where this game really shines, though. I think we agree on that.
Yeah, absolutely. The scenarios are believable. I love finding out about each character and trying to figure out what everyone's deal is, and deciding which characters to help, and then deciding when it seems best to put myself first.
Thanks for nothing, Max.
That said, the rewind mechanic as a way to solve puzzles is interesting, but it's also a little clumsy. Generally, you'll hit a point in a scene where you need to choose a different dialogue option by anticipating what you know the character wants to hear.
The Daguerrean process, invented by a
Because you just heard them say it, which isn't particularly challenging.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think there were some that were tougher, though. I couldn't find a hiding spot in Max's friend's bedroom before her stepdad came in, even after rewinding for another look. So I just gave up and let the chips fall where they may.
What's going on in here? Why is she here?
None of your business.
I like that they show percentages of other players' decisions, just like in the Telltale games.
Yeah, it's always such interesting social data, isn't it?
Overall, I liked this, and I definitely want to see where episode 2 goes. If anything, because I'm curious to see how that rewind mechanic will further be applied as the story plays out. I'm not completely sold on the idea, but it's certainly original, and I just love the look of this game. It's beautiful, and the presentation is top-notch. It's so cinematic. In fact, I think they do a better job than the Telltale games.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to love this. It looked like some kind of lame team drama, but I really enjoyed it. It's great storytelling with really well fleshed out characters. All the detail that's been lovingly crafted into the environment give it such substance.
Philip Lorca de Corsia, my man.
It's a mysterious story arc too. I'm absolutely keen to see what happens next. I'm giving it 4 stars.
I'm giving it 3.
This was my real father's camera. I want you to have it.
That's so cool you remembered my birthday. But I can't take this.
Of course you can. My dad would be pissed if I never used it, and now I know it'll be used awesomely. And I'll snag this picture as a symbol of our reunion. Cool?